There are so many ways of making money right now, but is property the best way to do it? If you're looking at side hustles, no doubt you're looking to make a bit of money on the side, maybe to help with the cost of living, or indeed to create some financial freedom in your life. Now, it's really important to be thinking about how much time you've actually got to allocate to this, and ultimately it's a real divide between time and the money available. So when you're looking into this, a lot of people talk about property investing and building portfolios or deal packaging, rent to rent, lease options, service accommodation, etc. Almost like a couple of hours here and there. I've even heard one trainer say 5 hours a month and it's everything you need. Now, I'm calling bullshit on that. Now, the truth is, side hustle is a little bit different to outside of your job. If you've got a job where you're working 9 to 5, you clock out, you don't really need to think about it after all of that, you can have a side hustle. However, if you've got a business that you are building up, I think until that's systemized and done and automated as much as possible, you can't really fully devote yourself to growth outside of that. So instead of thinking of it as a side hustle, start thinking of it as your hustle. So what are the top 5 benefits of getting involved in property? Well, number 1 is security. There's so many different opportunities out there where it's either you win big or you lose it all. You've got arbitrage gambling, you've got Amazon FBA, you've got Etsy, eBay, whatever it is, trading. And ultimately, there's so much risk around it where you either win or lose. And I know there's ways to mitigate that, but ultimately, there's high risk sums involved. Whereas with property, there's largely security in there. So let's say, for example, deal packaging, which is a strategy that I absolutely love, which, by the way, you need a minimum of 10 hours a week to do that. You could end up building up a successful cash flow within 6 to 12 months that actually has very little risk to do with it, apart from your investment in education, a bit of compliance, and your marketing. And so that's either you make a load of money or you don't make money, but it's not you lose a load of money whilst invested. So there's security within that. On the other side, when you're actually investing in property, my preferred strategy is boring, vanilla, buy-to-lets, of course, then that's a true, secure investment. So even if it downvalues a little bit or the refurbishment costs a bit more, ultimately, it's the secure investment that mitigates your losses and protects your money through time. Numero 2, outsourcing. Why do the work when somebody else can, right? Now, let's be real with that. You can only outsource a certain amount with this. Or can you? And this really comes to how much money you got in your pocket, right? So if you've got the money to invest in property, let's say 100 grand or more to build a portfolio, do you know you can actually utilize other people to do that? For example, my company, Aspire Property Group, we do an end-to-end service. So we'll find a property, negotiate it, get it through legals, get your finance in place, get the refurbishment done, and then manage it. So most of our investors, they never even see the properties. They're just looking forward to the monthly cash flow and asset growth. And by the way, if you've got 100 grand or more, but you don't have the time to do it, put APG in the comments and we'll help you build that portfolio. But even within that, you need to think, even if you're going to build a deal packaging business, for example, you can look at your key result areas and your key performance indicators. I know that a lot of corporate jargon there, but basically what actually is going to make you the money? How can I spend more time doing that? And then you can look at the other admin tasks and things like that and think, can I write a little system around this and then get somebody else to do it? And you can outsource those tasks quite simply so you can focus on making money. Number 3, variety. So it's people say the variety is the spice of life, right? But really, kind of a bit of a contradiction here, I guess, but I'll say it anyway. I think focus is the boring secret to success, right? I think if you can focus on one thing and hound it 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 and hound it, you're going to make a lot more money a lot quicker than other people. However, that does get a bit boring from time to time, I'll be honest. I mean, the money doesn't get boring. Sometimes that can do. But really, you can create variety. So if you think about property, you've got your boring, vanilla buy-to-lets, which I absolutely love. Then you've got lease options, rent-to-rent, service accommodation, commercial conversion, land development, and so much more within it. Okay, and so this is a really great opportunity, not just to stop getting bored, but to de-risk yourself against multiple investment types and also make more money the more active that you want to get. Number 4, the fabled passive income. So passive income, do I really believe in it? Yes for you, no all the way through the process. Because even with your boring vanilla buy-to-let, there still needs to be management involved in that. And trust me, now that I own a lettings agency, that is not hands-free. There is a lot of bloody effort that goes into that, all right? But if you're going to use a letting agent, then they will do a lot of the work for you. And so all you really need to do is check the monthly balance to make sure the rent's gone in, make sure that it's getting regular checks on the property, and that's pretty much it. You can make the money work for you by investing in property. Fair warning on this, as I said before, there is a lot of variety in property, and the higher you go up, for example, HMOs, serviced accommodation, etc., the less passive it is for sure. For example, service accommodation is amazing. I love the strategy, but even having a manager, it is not completely hands-free. There will be a lot more investment in time in that. Fair warning. Number 5, and I absolutely love this, networking. You've heard me say it a bajillion times before. Your network is your net worth. And the more you network, the more opportunities come away, but also building a business is kind of lonely. Even when you do build up the team around you, it does feel isolating sometimes because how can they fully relate to what you're going through? That being said, because property investment is becoming more popular, such as YouTube videos like this that you can engage with, subscribe to, watch a load more, but also networking events. So groups of like-minded individuals in business and property meet up on a monthly basis, and I can near guarantee there will be one within half an hour drive of you. So there's no excuse. You can surround yourself with great individuals and take advantage of it. And as I said, your network is your net worth. And the more you take advantage of that, the more proactive you are, the more value you get from it. And a top tip with that is as soon as you go into a networking group or any group, the first thing you should be looking at is who can I add value to? I promise you, I know it's a bit weird, but the law of reciprocity will kick in. And if you look at how you can add more value to more people, you will start to get more value back from them. So those are my top 5 reasons for property. If you're in property already, let the others know in the comments. Comment with your favorite thing about property and why you pick property over other things. If you're not in property right now and you want to learn more about property, if you're new to the channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe and the notification bell to get updated about the weekly videos that I'm putting out. I really hope this has been valuable. I'm interested in your opinion, so let me know in the comments below. And if you ever want to get in touch with me directly, you can head over to Instagram at Jamie York Official. Hit the like button. Hope you got value, and I'll see you in the next video.